Today, I'm going to talk about the innovation ecosystem and the social ecosystem. An innovation ecosystem is defined as an eco communicates with symbiotic relationship and laws and interconnected network based on long-term trust relationships. Firstly, um, it has a prefix support system for comparative innovation. Secondly, it creates out cryptation innovation uh, with other subjects internally to achieve value creation and forms a network relationship of monetary defense and sympathetic. It describes more of a stage of affairs, mainly in energy relations. In structured countries, its definition has changed in a series of ways, from around stability to open innovation to value creation and now value concretion. It is worth mentioning that in developed world industry BBS innovation ecosystem in China, of the initial reporter mentioned in the lectures. The elements of innovation ecosystem included can enter the market, human capital, finance, and enterprises, computer sources, mental advance support system, the regulatory framework, and the infrastructure, education and training. The selections of key university culture sports. Therefore, we can conclude that the innovation ecosystem can be understood as a complex network structure with enterprises as the main body and the other elements as the intermediary. The network competition between organizations can create value for the organization of the subject, so as to realize the sustainable development of each subject. For example, the energetic model of select view back implies that entrepreneurship should realize the concretization of computer projects, technical and talents in a self-growing environment. Open integration by correcting intervenes and extra ratios of innovation. It has a recurring business model and a correction model of innovation elements. The main realization is the project elements circle, technical elements circle, and the computer elements circle. Sales vary back and VC collaborate and issue equality and debate to step up respectively to support the growth of business and share interplanetary experience to drive technological change, crack the job, and develop innovative solutions. This is a classic example of an innovation ecosystem. Social ecosystem is an important basic series of social work supported by social technology. It is defined as composed of social subsystem, ecosystem, and their interactions, and has structure, function, and complex characteristics different of those of social system or ecosystem alone. It will society as an ecosystem in which each unit a part of the society is one of the ecologic system, such as politics and the government, resistance and the community subsystem, and the economic subsystem in theology subsystem. To mentor social is societic subsystem and is a subsystem in a stage of balanced and stable development. Must pay attention to the ecosystem environment. It ensures subsystem human well-being under demands conditions. The complete of social ecosystem is that in order to monitor the energy balance of social ecosystem, it is necessary to monitor the dynamic balance of energy in the balance. At present, it is also necessary to use more advanced energy technology, improve the analyzation rate of energy, and the development and other new energy as much as possible. It requires multiple ways to understand the four views of the system. Consequently, it serves three mental purposes: to understand and respond to social ecosystem in terms of mainstreamly, non-correctly, and uncertainly. Secondly, the matching of social structure distribution system. The main goal of the system is to understand the multiple integrative practice of the system and enhance the ability to adapt so as society can be more resilient, managed, and sustainable. For example, from the perspective of social ecosystem, the older age service of the energy industries needs a balanced energy input operation, direction, and feedback ensure the surveillance of the adventure system and promote the matching degree between the adventure and the environment where ensure that the extra environment gets appropriate ratios. This is actually a very typical case of adaptation in a social ecosystem. From this, we can get a revertation that were social ecosystem uh, serious regardless adventure and social environments as important functions. So as to restore the social functions of a place by improving the relationship between people and people and between people and the environment. That's word. Thank you very much.